Hello everybody and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies video. Today we're going to be going over a interesting one. This was a challenge idea submitted by one of you guys, and I have gotten it, I think, a few different times. So I'll try to look up all of the different comments I got for it and then put them up on screen right now. So thank you all of you guys for making this idea come to light. But the idea of a Nuzlocke, very interesting obviously. However, I think it really does need some routing ideas. Um, because if you remember correctly, the rules for a Nuzlocke is when, an X thing dies, you can't use it anymore. And as we've already shown, you can beat every single level without, repeating zombies. So maybe you use Buckethead for this one, regular zombie for this one, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even repeat any zombies, you know what I mean? So, how would a Nuzlocke really work? And I'm not too sure, but the way I'm gonna say it is once a zombie dies, you can no longer buy that zombie. And I think I'm gonna show how that works in iZombie. So we're just gonna continue. So as you can see, we have the squashes here. So essentially, we need to find a way to have, the zombies that we want to live, and then maybe we'll sacrifice football zombies to each one of these ones, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing that we're going to be doing in this run, is essentially hoping RNG doesn't screw us, but two, and more importantly, we're going to be trying to make it so then the zombies we do get rid of, we get rid of them. So we'll put like a football zombie here, football zombie here, football zombie here. You know what I mean. But, like, that's the thing that we're gonna have to deal with in this one. Is like making sure that we have enough sun, so then when we sacrifice a zombie, it's fine. Zomboogie is gonna be a really scary one. And now, essentially, we'll no longer be able to put down any more football zombies. I'm just gonna put another one down there just in case. But yeah, so now football zombies out. So I guess I'm not gonna remove him from my overlay. If you don't know, football zombies one of my favorite. I just love his design. I think he's really cool. I'm not an American, but the American football, head, like the helmet and all of that stuff, it makes him look really cool. I also love how there's like the grass coming out, as if like he was on a football field dead, and then he came back to life, and it was like, oh, what happened? But that's level 1 finished. And thankfully at the moment, only one zombie is dead, and that is the football zombie, which we had to sacrifice. So at the end of the day, that's life. iZombie 2. We'll just continue. It gets so much scarier putting down any zombie in this mode. Because you're just like, well, how much health do they have? This kind of reminds me of the how many zombies is required to kill, to beat the game. Because it's like, if a zombie dies, you're putting down another zombie and you don't want to do that. So it kind of has that similar feel to it, where it's like, yeah, okay, I can kind of understand that. But Nuzlocke is really interesting for a puzzle mode like iZombie. I feel like for a campaign that's as big as like PvZ, it's kind of like eh. Also, the PvZ rules just don't really work. Because it's like, oh, what about insta-use plans? And it's like, well, they just don't do anything. And it's like, what? Well, that seems like arbitrary. Can you dig it? Well, that one we have to do a new one. game actually shitting? Okay. Um, we do have a potato mine and we need digger zombies. So is this the end of Buckethead? Oh god, I think it is. I think this legitimately is the end of Buckethead because we need digger. Well, actually, the question, like, do we need digger zombie? I think Digger Zombie is less valuable than Buckethead. So we're gonna sacrifice Digger Zombie um for Buckethead. I thought I just didn't have enough suns the rest of the entire game. I thought I just lost. And I was gonna be like, what? But yeah, I think Digger Zombie is less valuable because he's only useful for one thing, and yeah, that thing is pretty useful. But yeah. The thing about this run that's really annoying is either I am allowed to reset levels or I'm not, and then either it's unsatisfying for you guys or it is satisfying for you guys because it's completely up to RNG on that final level. And if I get the version that would really favor Digger Zombie, well then I'm screwed because I already used Digger Zombie. Totally nuts. New game. I know that this kills this, and then we'll be able to gauge from here how things go. I don't know though. Hmm. It's so scary just putting down zombies in a Nuzlocke. Because you just don't know. Like, yeah, you know that previously, you know, you could put down like a ladder zombie here and it was fine. But do you really want to like end ladder zombie's life over it? Like it's I feel like in a puzzle mode like this where it's way shorter, it's way more intimidating to lose a unit. Cause like it's like Buckethead, like for this level as well, is like super needed. So it's like, are you gonna get rid of Buckethead? Like you really don't want to do that. You know, I'm like, that's what I mean. Right? Like, yeah, it could maybe survive, but like, I don't want to risk that. Thank God, we got the good luck roll on the zombie speed here. So the zombie actually is moving basically a bit faster than the ladder zombie, which is actually kind of rare because you know ladder zombies actually have like a higher general speed. Dead Zeppelin. Um. This is an interesting proposition because it's like, do I just do new game? I think I just do. Um, what do? Um, man, that one's annoying. I'm just worried that one wouldn't be enough. And I was right, like, literally that zombie had its arm come off. The fragility of certain types of zombies really makes things scarier. Okay. So far, we have finished the first 5 levels, and we have had only the required amount of sacrifices. So, I'm not feeling too bad. So that's Dead Zeppelin. So now it's Me Smashes on Boogie, then the 2 hardest ones. Me Smash. Obviously we're sacrificing Gargantua here. So obviously, like, yeah, oh, we could just put whatever. But we need the zombie for the next one. And we don't want to lose Pole Vaulter because I do think you get to have access to them in later levels. And I really don't want to just miss out on that. So we're going to go for the easier level, freaking, I hate that, like, it's not windowed. So it just does that. I feel a little bit better now because it's like now there's literally only a kernel pult hitting it. I want to have enough for 2 Gargantuas so then I can put them both down here. Just in case he keeps getting hit. Interesting, the Gargantuas are far enough back that a Squash doesn't immediately see them. Gargantuas are now done. We have the cleanup crew. I do think it would be interesting if Gargantuas had like enough health to, like, it literally was like whatever the smallest instance of damage is, they need that and 2 instas So they don't just live 2 instas immediately. They do have to take like 1 bit of damage first. Me smash the Zomboogie. Yet again, I'm completely unsure on what the hell this is, so I'll just restart. There's only one way that this works. Well, they didn't actually have to be that far apart, I guess. Okay, so that's one row done. Now the only thing left is I don't think we get zombies ever again, right? So pole vaulters are done. We can't use pole vaulters anymore. So now it's just zombie, right? Mm. Well, do I really need to do that lane? Because, you know, all the lanes are gonna get eaten. May as well. Okay, zombie is done. Regular zombie's gone. And just in case you want to count the dancer zombies as well as their own entities, you know, we'll try not to place any more dancing zombies, but you know, we can if we need to. Harrowing, but we've been able to do it. Like, I did think when I did this that this would be the hardest level for us to complete, because it kind of just makes sense. Like, it's like, oh, it's the level where, you know, the most shit happens. It's so annoying that there's this entire thing that's about, like, making sure people don't call you if you're not interested, and people just ignore it. I don't care about your solar rebate plan. I don't. I don't have a house. Why would I care about a solar rebate plan if I don't have a house? I apologize. Um. That is real good luck. Secondary question, do we think we're gonna use Bungee Zombie, and we haven't killed Buckethead yet, but we only have Imp. That is kind of annoying, because that's what we just lost Zombie anyway, so we have Imp now instead. I don't want to lose Imp in this level either. We've not lost Ladder Zombie either. This is one of those ones where it's like, we don't have Digger. What are we gonna do to satisfy the potato mines? Get Bungee Zombies out, but we did get to remove all the threats. So that's really good. So as soon as we get rid of this, we can then just start putting down what we want. And then that would be another level. It is crazy though how even up to like the final level we're still sacrificing zombies. Yep. No unnecessary zombie loss. So we have Ladder Zombie, Buckethead, Conehead, Imp. I just worry about what the next level is gonna be. We had a lot of really tactical sacrifices of zombies. Like, is it gonna pay off in the end? If not, maybe, you know, you guys can have a go at this and see if you can beat the Nuzlocke. Because it is an interesting challenge. All your brains belong to us. I guess, as always, I'm just gonna do this. This is really annoying because I forgot that this actually has two things. Yeah, this would have been the perfect digger level. Literally perfect. Look at these really nice, beautiful symmetry things. My question here is, if I put down 2 cone heads, right? They kill this pretty quickly. Maybe they lose the hat. Like, they're not gonna get through 3 Ps though, right? With this, they have to deal with 1 P, and then they kind of deal with 2, and then at the end they have a bit of struggle. Like, which one of these do we think is gonna do the least amount of damage? Because that's what matters here. Is we need to, but then we need to do this. But we can probably like put down a bucket head, and that might survive. And then we would go for this row. But then this row is so many sacrifices needed, and so is this one. This is truly the puzzle of our time. I think this has to be with a bucket head, so I think this here is the only one that's like valid. Didn't even get a chance to shoot. Before he dies, I want to plant this one just because if we are going to lose one, I would like to have more plant. Okay. That is Conehead done. I'm actually going to put down 2, and the reasoning here is just that I don't think 1 is going to be enough. And I want ladder to survive just in case. As long as you can kill this Snow Pea. Okay, well that's still good. Yeah, that's fine. So ladder's now gone 2. Which means we really only have 2 types of zombies left. That's so fucking crazy. We only have 2 left. And it's Imp and Buckethead. So I think what we're gonna have to do here is position these. So I think that just was it. Just in case. But I guess for the question of is it possible to beat Plants vs Zombies as a Nuzlocke, the answer is in fact yes. And hey, yeah, like obviously we got really lucky there. You might be able to say, oh, well, frame perfectly, maybe you didn't get the zombie down in time. I'll just say, you know, panic happens to the best of us, but I did get it down, like, really quickly in that time slot, so I'm gonna say that it counts. So, yes, the Buckethead zombie is the only, there is no survivors, actually, because the Buckethead died at the end. So, yes, you can actually beat the entirety of the campaign, with the rule set being, of course, that, you know, only when the first zombie of that type dies, you can no longer plant any more of that zombie. Yes, you can beat a Nuzlocke. If it's just in general, like, you know, you have to do it lane by lane, no, you obviously couldn't. There's too many instas that you would have to get rid of and stuff like that that would just make it impossible. Level by level basis, yeah, sure, you could easily do that. But yeah, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. I hope you really, really enjoyed this one. I think it went really well. I think it was really cool. So hopefully you all enjoy it. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.